Alrighty, good morning. Thank you all for coming out today. Captain Kelley with the Gravette Police Department. Just want to clarify a few things from last night's incident, a few details that were unclear at the moment. We're going to clear up for everybody, and hopefully it'll answer a few more questions that everybody may have. The original call came in at 14:39. The caller was a Justin Barnes. Initially we said there was multiple guns involved. The only gun involved in this incident was a .22 caliber handgun. One of the other agencies I forgot to mention, the Arkansas State Police, did arrive on scene, and they did offer their assistance to us. The three victims are Inga Barnes, Levi Barnes, and Casey Barnes. The suspect is Justin Barnes, and as I stated, he was the caller of the original call. There is one surviving member of the family, and she was not there at the time of the incident. It is important that we note that the case is still ongoing, and there are aspects that I cannot discuss with the public at this time. All bodies will be sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for further analysis. And we do ask that everyone respects the family. Their wishes are to have some privacy during this time of mourning until they can kind of be able to process everything that's happened. Do any of y'all have any questions for me?
His name spelling?
Yes, Inga Barnes is INGA BARNES. Levi, common, same last name, and Casey, CASEY BARNES.
Do you have ages?
I don't have their ages right now. I believe early 20s.
So no minors, sir?
No minors.
Do we have motive?
The motive is unclear at this time. That has details that we're still working through the investigation to try to clarify that.
Do you know who made the call?
Justin Barnes, the suspect, the shooter, is the one that made the call.
Do we happen to know at this time what any of the motives or anything of that nature is?
It's unclear right now. We do have a little bit of evidence linking to what we believe may have been the motive, but at this time I'm not going to release that to the public.
Do you know if the firearm was legally owned?
As far as we know, the firearm was legally owned.
And you said they were all related. They were.
Yes, they were a family.
Do we know the identification of the survivor?
I'm not going to release her information at this time, just due to respect to the family. That way she can have some time to gather. But it is another family member, and she's the only one.
Is it an adult as well, sir?
She is an adult, yes.
Did they all reside at the house?
No. Actually, everybody involved in this, not everyone did reside. They didn't all live there.
Just the first two reside there?
The husband and wife, they reside there, as well as the other family member that was not present at the time resides there.
So Levi and Casey did not reside in that.
They did not reside at that residence.
Do we know if the shooter has any history of gun violence?
I don't believe any history of gun violence. However, and I'm not certain that the gun belonged to him. So at this time, that's kind of unclear. It's still what we're working on the investigation, whether or not he legally owned it. As far as when I mentioned that the gun's legally owned, it's not a stolen firearm. I'll clarify that. As far as the owner of the firearm is unsure at this time.
Was there a time and space between each incident?
It is believed that there was a time lapse in between each victim, with obviously the suspect being the last when he took his own life.
Do you have any information on that timeline?
We got called out at about, say, 14:39. I'm not sure what the official results are gonna be from the crime lab. That's part of sending them to try to establish the time of death. And a little bit also stated that in the first conference yesterday was that we believe that the suspect took his own life prior to us arriving. More evidence shows that we actually believe that he took his own life probably once law enforcement did start arriving. So we believe that occurred probably right about the time that SWAT and everybody started showing up to assist us.
Which was about what time?
I believe that SWAT arrived approximately, think about it, what I initially said, about 13:30. It had been approximately an hour by the time that They all arrived on scene, I
Please
believe.
forgive me, sir. You said your initial call was at 14:39, but
Yes.
at 13:30 is when he actually.
I'm not sure of the exact time that everybody started arriving on scene. There were so many units, and I can't clarify exactly what time.
Did you mean 15:30 instead of 13:30?
Yes, sorry. I apologize.
Were they all, you said they were all part of the same family, so the two parents and the rest were all children?
Yes, they're all related as such. Yes.
I mean, I know that this is a small town and this is probably a very big situation for you guys. Just kind of in your experience, like what has it been like to respond to this situation?
It's very difficult. Us first responders, we're human just like everybody else. I don't wish that anybody would ever have to see what we've seen during investigating this. But the best I can say is, I pray for the family involved, all the officers, all the responders involved, and as a community, as a family, as a department, we're going to work through this, and we'll be there for each other, and we'll do whatever's needed to make sure everybody gets through this.
And so moving forward from here,
Moving forward from here, we're gonna try to conclude this investigation as a finding motive, and whether or not that leads us to other aspects to investigate, then we're gonna do our best to get closure for the family.
Is there another agency involved in helping you?
The Benton County Sheriff's Office is assisting us in this investigation.
Can you say again what the gun was?
It's a .22 caliber handgun. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have the actual address of the residence?
I don't have it in front of me. It's located there on Crossover Road, but I'm not sure of the exact address off the top of my head anyway.
Just in the initial investigation, did it appear that there was any sort of struggle from the victims?
I'm not going to comment on exactly what we've seen at the scene at this point. Anybody else have anything for me? I believe I've covered pretty much all the information that I have and able to release at this time. So I appreciate you all being here, and I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you.